Welcome to fucking yoga company. No, not that kind of yoga. My name is Julia, and it is evening yoga. This is a therapeutic-based, inspired brand of yoga, and tonight is designed to get you settled and off to sleep. I am listening to Evening Yoga Group D in my ear because I do not have all of the money in the world to pay for music rights. It is Wednesday evening, midweek in my world in the space-time continuum. I don't know if you're joining me here or not. Maybe you're doing it a little bit later or you're doing it at a different time. That's all good. I am going to start in comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. And comfortable seated position for me works this way. If you can have your legs out, you can have one leg out, one leg in. You can sit in comfortable. This is called pleasant seated position, which is not crisscross applesauce. So if you're legs stacked, I'm going to ask you to unstack them. Let them get a little wider. Tonight, we're going to be doing some lateral extension and some hip work. As always, be mindful of your elbows, soft knees. We're not standing up tonight at all, so don't worry about that. And we're going to get started. We're going to take a moment to pull our attention and awareness from the external to the internal, taking a scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form. We're just noticing the places you might already be feeling tension or tightness. We're going to pull that attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking, and no, I'm already there. I'm sorry. I've skipped ahead. We're going to move all of those things off to the side to create a nice, clear. Back it up. I did not jump ahead. We were on our physical form. I solemnly swear I have not been drinking any alcohol today. I'm not drinking during the week. Maybe that's my problem. All right. We're going to go back into the state and quality of our thinking, checking in. What is hanging on from the beginning of the week? What's hanging on during the day? What might be pushing in from the rest of the week? We want to slide all of those things off to the side and create a nice, clear, open field of thought for the practice. And then we are going to move that silence into the attention and awareness of our breath. And we are traditionally, in yoga, we're breathing into and out of your nose. It was an incredibly smoky day today. So maybe you're just breathing as best you can. That's okay. So let's just notice the state and quality of our natural intuitive rhythm of breath. We're going to invite that breath to get a little bit longer, a little bit deeper. We want to balance the length of inhale to match the length of exhale and create a rhythm that we're going to try and maintain throughout the practice tonight. It doesn't have to be the deepest breath. We want to just hold a steady rhythm of breath. wherever you are in the length and balance of that breath. Let's exhale all of the air out of the lungs. Reaching down toward the mat, let's connect a sweep of the arms to the next inhale. Nice, easy sweep up. And nice, easy relax down. Release down. We're going to come on up through the stretch and take a lateral extension. So let's release an arm down and just take a lean over, keeping that space open from the shoulder to the ear, keeping that shoulder blade tipped down toward the ribs. And lifting the rib. We're moving through the lateral space of the side body rather than lifting and cranking through the arm, the shoulder girdle. And now let's come on up and take our first forward fold. We're tracing through with the fingers, rolling with the shoulders. I'm going to go to the block tonight, but we're going to rest the body weight on our elbows, and you can rest them on your knees, the calves, the block, or the floor. Tucking the chin at the bottom of the fold, wiggle the toes, relax the feet, unclench the teeth. With our next inhale, let's lengthen the arms, walking the hands back. We're going to take a sweep up toward the ceiling and release out and away from the body, palms up. Little shrug of the shoulders, soften the elbows, reach back and take a bow forward with the chin. And then let's release those hands down. I'm going to rest my hands next to hips and let's take some head sweeps. So we're just going to tilt an ear over to one side. We're going to release through and take an ear to the other. Let's do one more in both directions. A little extra work for the neck tonight. And then releasing the chin forward to the chest. We'll trace the fingers around the front of the body. We're going to slowly stack cervical spine. And if you happen to be sitting with a leg out or in pleasant seated pose, we're going to swap across the legs. Taking a little rock side to side. We're going to come on up and we're going to lean and then we're going to fold. So let's go over to the right. Just take a tilt into the length of the arm. But now we're going to turn the body toward that knee and bow across. Touching the mat, releasing the chin toward the leg. Inhaling, unwinding. We're coming on up. Exhale, let's switch directions. So just lean into the arm, turn the body, and take the bow. And we're going to keep on moving. One more time in both directions, and then we will move to our forward fold. Coming on up through center, and we're going to take our fold. Tracing those fingers down, tucking through the chin. I'm going to move to our elbows. I'm going to drop my block a little bit. Sounds like dropping my basket, which I did about 5 months ago when we decided to move. Wiggle the toes, relax the feet, unclench the teeth. With our next inhale, let's lengthen through the arms and reach up. We'll take that extension out with the hands. Shrug the shoulders, soften the elbows, reach back behind the body. Letting those fingertips tuck down, let's take those sweeps of the head. I'm actually going to move my hands a little closer together, just touching my forefingers. But you can keep your hands rested at the side of your hips. It's just going to increase the energy of the stretch to the pecs underneath the shoulder, not the shoulder, the collarbone. So delts. And let's release the chin forward. We're gonna just bring those arms around the front of the body and slowly stack cervical spine. I am going to come to hands and knees. I'm gonna move this block out to the end of my mat in case I wanna use it later. Hands and knees. Oh, I'm gonna pad my knees with a blanket. Bedtime can't come too soon tonight. Just saying. All right. We're going to place the hands side by side, and we're going to rest our knees to either side of those hands. Moving the heels of the hands out from 90 degrees, half to a full length, palm's length in front of the body so that you can soften these elbows. I'm slightly engaged in the core, and I'm a little overextended in the upper body, but my hips are stacked 90 degrees over my knees. We're going to start with our Shakavakasana bow. Nice power inhale here. We're going to exhale, release the chin. Place the forearms to the mat. Now tuck the tailbone and draw back as we bow toward the mat. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, flex the fists. Inhaling forward. Exhaling, tucking the chin, releasing the forearms, scoop the belly, tuck the tailbone, and lengthen back. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, flex the fists. We're going to take 3 more of those, just like that. You're moving with your length and balance of breath. Make sure that you don't start that draw back into the fold until the forearms are on the mat. 2 more times. Come forward and move into a WTF lean. So drop the hip out to one side, look over the opposite shoulder. Inhaling and switching. I am holding this a little longer. Just taking an extra beat to feel that stretch through the glute med, maybe up over the iliac crest, into those insertions of the obliques. Coming through center, give me a big angry cat tuck. Staying soft in the elbows, but lean back toward the heels a little. Big stretch. Just let the hips rock back down to the heels. Open up those shoulders, widen the arms. And then we're going to come straight forward. And let's take an oxen lean, push out and back. Let's go a little deeper toward the heel with the hip. And then switch. Inhaling to center, angry cat tuck. We're going to rock back into the hips, toward the heels, come forward to the forearms, nice and low, and now give me an angry cat here. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, lean back a little. Inhale through flat back. We're going to take the right leg straight back, give it a lift, bring it down and in, release to child's pose. Take those hips back. Inhaling, we're going to stay on the right side. Lengthen the right leg, give it a lift. Bring it in, and release into the fold. One more time. Forward to the forearms. Stretch that leg up. Bend the knee, roll the ankles, wiggle the toes. Bring it back down. Let's release the hips back. And now we're going to come forward. Take an oxen lean, push out and back. Now go really far. And switch. Stay soft in those elbows. Coming through center, angry cat tuck. Lean back into the heels. Slide the hips back for the bow. We're going to come forward to the forearms. Give me a big angry cat tuck here. Lean back into the heels. Inhaling, left leg straight. Stretch it straight back. Give it a lift. Bring it in. Take a child's pose. Widen up the arms. Take a little rock side to side. Coming on up. Stay up out of those shoulders. Lengthen the left leg. Give it a lift. Bring it in. One more time. Come forward. Give it a lift. Bend the knee. Roll the ankle. Wiggle the toes. Come in. Let's widen the knees just a little, but keep the toes wide as well and drop back into the hips. We're going to come forward, rebalance the knees. Let's take our oxen lean, push out over a hip, go straight to the side, and lean back into that hip now. Coming on up and switch sides. Lean, drop back. Come forward, angry cat tuck. Let's let the hips roll back. We're going to come into those forearms. Lengthen the right leg, long and high. Tuck the chin. Bend the toe, or bend the knee. Take the toe back across the body. Lengthen it up. Bring the elbow up, or I'm sorry, bring the knee up to the elbow. Excuse me. Lengthen up. That's what happens in yoga. Someone's going to fart. Tonight it's me. Take it back. Lift it up. Bring the knee forward. Lengthen up. Take it over. Lift it and bring it in. Rebalance those knees a little wider. Touch the toes. Take a sway side to side. Release the body down. Wiggle the fingers. Roll the wrists. Coming forward. Rebalance the knees. Hands and knees. Take a big lean out. Lean back into the heel. Switch. Angry cat tuck. Drop down for the bow. Come forward to the forearms. Left leg lift. Take it back as far as you can. Look over the opposite shoulder. Bring it up. Take it in. Get a lift. Take it back. Give it a lift. Bring it in. One more time. Rebalance the knees. Let's take a little child's pose, rock side to side. All right, we're going to come forward, hands and knees. Big oxen lean. Switch in sides. Angry cat tuck. Rock back. Take that nice round stretch. Coming forward to the elbows. Lengthen the right leg. Take it back across the body. Take it back across the body. Touch the floor. So lift up out of this supporting shoulder. Arch the body up. Let's roll over. Push up to the hands. Bring the right knee in. Just take a little easy pigeon pose. Just rock from side to side. We're going to take a little bow. And then let's come on up. Tuck that back toe. Work it forward. Just shake that leg out. Nice little bend, a little round circle. Let's take child's pose. Just release back into the fold. Little rock side to side. Let the body relax. Coming forward. Lean heavily into that hip. And switch. Coming to center, angry cat tuck. Little rock side to side. And then let's take it down for the fold. Bring in the body to the forearms. We're going to lengthen the left leg. Take it back, take it back, take it back. Touch the floor. I'm just going to stretch that the left arm up and away. I'm up out of that shoulder. Come on over. Press up to the hands. Bringing this knee forward. Turn that toe out. I'm going to rock side to side. And now I'm going to come down for my fold. All right, let's come on up to the hands. We're going to tuck that back toe and work our way forward. Lengthen that leg. Just give the knee a bend. Nice round hip circle. Widen the knees. Widen the toes. Keep them in parallel with the mat. Take a little sway side to side. And let's drop into our fold. All right, we're going to come up, rebalance the knees, take a big oxen lean, go so heavy over to the side. I'm almost down to the mat. And switch. Coming on up, angry cat tuck. Roll back into the heels. Come forward to the forearms. Oh, where are we at? Right leg. Lift it up. This time I want you to lengthen the leg and touch the floor behind you. I want to be up out of the shoulder. Turn sideways and reach the arm away from the toe. Keep that shoulder anchored down. I just felt myself letting that shoulder creep up toward my ear. In fact, let's just reach straight up toward the ceiling. Bring the hand down to the hip. We're going to rock over. Right leg is coming forward. This time we're going to go Z-sit. So drop into that hip. Let the back leg do what it wants. And now I'm going to reach back to the knee. Let that head curl. Just reach up to the ceiling. Relax the neck, unclench the teeth. We're going to fold toward our heel out over that ankle. I'm going to come back up, and now I'm going to rock into my pigeon pose. So I'm going to rock. What direction is that? Left. Rearrange. So I have to change the angle of my leg. I'm going to take a little stretch. I'm lengthening through the back leg. And now I'm going to open my elbows and come down. So you can stay on the elbows, relax the shoulders. My arms are out to the edge of the mat. I want to keep my chest open. You could come to the block. You could stack your fists and bow your chin. If you feel like you've got that room, I'm going to move my 30 pounds out of the way and take my bow. All right, I'm going to press up to the heels of my hands. I'm walking my hands in, but notice I'm going to keep my body low. My shoulders are relaxed. My elbows are bent, and I want to lengthen the chest forward and up away from the floor. Relax the shoulders, unclench the teeth. All right, you can come down. You can stay here. I'm going to plant my left hand. I'm going to reach back with my right across the back of the body and take the bind. You don't have to do this part. Are you listening to me? Look in my eyes. You don't have to do this part. No one's going to know. I'm releasing out of that. Let's tuck that back toe and worm ourselves out of this deep, deep stretch. Woo! Lengthen that leg. Bend, wiggle, big circle. All right, let's take a little child's pose. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrist. Coming forward. I'm going to lean into my oxen. This time I'm going to go all the way over. All the way over. Lift the body up and away. I'm going to switch. Stacking my knees. I'm going to lean all the way over. Lift the body up and away. Coming through center. Angry cat tuck. Rock back, rock back. Coming forward. What are we? Left leg. Left leg up. Keep it long. I'm going to place the ball of my foot on the floor. I'm up out of this shoulder. Lift up out of that shoulder. Just lengthen that arm straight up. Try to relax the feet. Bring that hand down to the hip. We're coming over. Left knee coming on up. We're going to go to our Z-sit. So just tilt into that hip. That leg can stay extended. Mine just happens to come into this bend. Reach the knee. Lift the body. Relax the shoulders. Ooh. See how long the space is between my shoulder and my ear? All right, Coming over, I'm going to rock into my pigeon pose, which means I have to adjust the angle of my front leg. And now I'm going to extend the back leg even further away down the end of that mat. Come wide with the elbows. Now, if you want to stack those hands, you can. You want to come to the block, you can. Okay, we're going to come up to the heels of the hands. I'm walking my hands in, but notice I'm keeping my body low. Relax the shoulders. I'm going to lengthen up and away, but I'm staying out of my low back. So this is hip flexor, obliques, transverse abdominis. Relax the shoulders, keep the chin tucked. All right, you can come down and stay right on those elbows. I'm going to plant the right hand. I'm taking the left arm back across the body for the bind. Now I'm turning my body forward. I'm going to rock that shoulder back. Releasing that leg down, nice and easy, nice and easy. Let's come down for our fold. All right, tuck that toe. We're going to come up and out. Woo. Shake that leg. Big circle. All right, we are going to come up and stretch through the arches of the feet and the calves. So let's tuck the toes, soften the elbows. We're just taking runner's stretch. So just keep it nice and easy. Step into the balls of the feet. I'm having pant leg issues. Soften the knees. Push down into one heel. Soften the elbows. And other side. Shrug those shoulders away from the ears. Keep the elbows soft. All right, come on down to the hands and knees. We're going to walk ourselves forward. Woo. And take seated for a moment. I'm going to grab a little drink. I'm going to move my blanket out of the way, and I'm going to turn my fan down. I had the fan on because I was having a hot flash, which is not at all unusual. I am going to grab my strap. So if you have a strap or a dish towel or a scarf, a non-stretchy scarf, let's get that. I'll cue without it, but I'm going to use mine tonight. Whew, whew, whew. Coming on down to the back. Woo. Bring those knees with you. Oh, little rock side to side. Okay, let's take the hands to the insides of the knees and press out. Roll the ankles, wiggle the toes. All right, we're going to turn our hands to the outsides of the knees and work a little wide angle Apanasana. So I'm just going to let the arms hang in the length, the legs are going to hang in the length of the arms. I'm a little flat in the tailbone, a little tilted down in the hips. I'm going to inhale in at center, and as I exhale, scoop the belly, draw the knees toward the shoulders, and take that little lift of the tailbone. Inhale, unwind. And do it again. Wiggle the toes, roll the ankles. All right, we're going to bring the feet to the mat. I want you to take the toes out to the edge of the mat, and we're going to draw the knees to center. Just relax the upper body, unclench the teeth. All right, we're going to sway side to side, but we're going to keep our knees turned in. So I'm going to tilt my right knee a little deeper to center. I'm going to inhale, come on up, and tilt my left knee a little to center, but my right knee is still tented in. So this is not exactly our windshield wiper sweeps. We probably will do a few of those maybe at the end. One more time, just to keep them rotated in. All right, we're gonna take our right hand in our right. Wow, I'm just doing it backwards tonight. It's just the way it is. Taking my right knee in my right hand, I'm gonna interlace both hands over that knee, but I'm gonna keep it a little bit long with my in my arms. I'm gonna take a big inhale. I'm gonna exhale. Push into the left foot, draw that knee. Give it a squeeze up into the body. Release it out. Bring it on up. Release it on out. We're going to bring this leg in. I want you to lengthen the left leg long. And we're just bring the feet back to the mat. Take a little sway side to side. All right, left knee into the hands in the length of the arms. My right foot's on the mat. Big inhale at center. Exhale, draw that knee into the body, push into the right foot. Inhale, unwind. And release. Or not release, draw it in. One more time. All right, lengthen the right leg. I'm going to take that foot to the mat, bring the other foot up, take your sway side to side. All right, I'm going to grab my strap. But you can do this without the strap. So I'm going to lengthen my left leg. I'm working on the right side. Press the heel toward the ceiling. If you don't have the strap, just interlace the fingers right behind the thigh. Okay? If you have a strap, you're just going to hook it over the arch of the foot. Slide those elbows down so that you're flat in the mat. All right, take the inhale at center, and now exhale and draw the fists toward the shoulders or draw the thigh toward the hip with your hands. Inhale and wind. Exhale, draw it up. One more time, just like that. Bring the left foot to the mat. I want you to push up into the foot. Little lift of the hips. Now you're going to get a little bit more leverage out of that hamstring. Just keep the foot, though, in alignment with the edge of the mat. Don't let it turn in. Don't collapse the ankle. Tuck the chin, unclench the teeth. Release some of that tension, and we're going to take that right leg out to the right. If you don't have a strap, just hold the leg in the hand and let it come over. If you do have a strap, just take in both ends of the strap in the right hand and letting that leg extend out to the right. Lengthen the left leg. All right, let's bring that leg up. We're going to switch. We're taking the big twist. So I'm going to, because I'm using the strap, I'm going to switch the left hand. If you don't have a strap, just wrap the left hand over the top of the knee. Open up the right arm. And we're going to take that all the way down, as far over to the floor as you can. Bend the knee, bring that leg up and in. Woo. Give it a little rock and roll. Woo. And release. Ooh, take a little sway side to side. No. My phone wants to talk to me. She never listens to me during the day. Ever. Only during yoga does she say, hey, I thought you said something. Do you want to hear it? Now, nothing's working. Whatever. Tap. Okay, we're going to go to the left side. Press the heel up into the ceiling. If you have only your hands, I'm just interlacing right behind the knee. I am going to take my strap. I'm going to lengthen my leg. All right. We're going to take those repetitions. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Draw the leg toward the body. And then release. Keep that leg extended. Imagine pushing that imaginary button with the heel. And extend. And one more time. All right, I'm going to bring that foot up. I'm going to press into the foot, and I'm going to lift my hip. I'm going to get a lot more room out of my leg. And now I'm going to release. All right, we're going out to the left. So I'm going to take both ends of the strap in my left hand, and I'm going to let that leg go out. If you don't have a strap, you're just resting that leg on the arm. I'm going to lengthen the right leg. Woo. All right, bring that leg up. If we're without the strap, we're just going to hook those fingers around the top of the knee. If you have the strap, just switch the hands. We're going to open up and take it over for the big twist. Oh. All right, let's rock the hip up. Oh, bring that knee in. Get to put that strap off to the side. Oh, take a little rock side to side with the legs. Bring those knees up. Give them a squeeze. Let me check the time. This phone is ticking me off. Oh gosh, yeah, we're headed that time. Okay, let's take a little sway side to side with the knees. We're gonna bring those knees up. Give them another little squeeze. Rock and roll the ankles. Wiggle the toes. All right, we're gonna work into Shavasana. So you can keep your feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling, arms wherever you would like to rest them. You can lengthen the legs. You can rest the arms at your side, palms up. You can tuck a blanket underneath the knees, underneath the hips and low back, and roll one under the neck. Be mindful of your body temperature because we're going to take a rapid cool down. We're in this weird autumn cool nights, warm days. It's taking a while to cool down in our world. I'm going to relax, feet up, feet on the mat, knees to the ceiling. Take a little sway side to side, a little tilt up with the tailbone. So work yourself into the position that's going to serve you best for Shavasana. And we are going to soften our breath. Soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. And let's take our attention and awareness through the forehead. You'll notice all those tiny little muscles and nerve endings. And I want you to just imagine they're smoothing out, getting long through the lines of the eyebrows, feeling the eyes rest into the sockets of the skull, and feeling the temples melt a little closer to the floor. Unclench the teeth, soften the face. We're going to let the tongue drop away from the roof of the mouth. Feeling soft down through both sides of the neck, across the tops of the shoulders. Relax through the biceps and triceps. Feel soft in the space of the elbows. Little wiggle of the fingers, roll the wrists, and then relax the upper body completely toward the floor. Draw your attention through the base of the neck, down the length of the spine. Imagine both sides of the ribs just getting a little bit further apart. A little tuck of the tailbone, and then let the tailbone and the hips relax into the mat. Relax the quads. Feel that softness wrap around the back of the legs. Relax behind the space of the knee. Little wiggle of the toes, roll the ankles, maybe flex the calves, and then release the lower body into the floor. Pulling that attention and awareness into the space and quality of your thinking. We're going to slide those things that are trying to scratch into your attention off to the side. Holding that silence, we're going to anchor it into the breath. Just following that inhale and exhale into and out of the lungs. Let's draw some deeper breaths into the lungs, big filling inhales, big sighing exhales. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Just take a nice easy stretch out to the side through the arms. And slowly bring the knee up and give it a squeeze in one hand. I'm going to bring the other knee up and give it a squeeze. Let's take a little rocking side to side. Roll from one hip across the low lumbar. Until you're ready to rock completely over to one side, resting your head on your arm. And we're going to slowly ease ourselves up to comfortable seated position. Oh, if you feel like staying on your side, stay on your side. I'm going to take a little rock, side to side, roll my shoulders back. I'm going to tuck my fingertips over my knees and take a big hang in one direction, tilting an ear over to one side. Slowly tilting that chin down, I'm going to lean in the other direction. Taking that nice long stretch from the back of my ear, down the neck, across the tops of the shoulder. Releasing the chin forward, I'm going to slowly stack shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips. Taking a scan of the body, checking in. State and quality of the physical form. Just noticing the state and quality on this end of the practice. How do you feel? We're going to move that attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking and check in. Just anchoring that silence for the rest of the evening. Now let's just move that attention into the awareness of the breath. We're just going to take a soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale, just noticing. State and quality of that natural intuitive rhythm on this end of the practice. And finally, let's just release, practice blinking our eyes open. I am going to take this last final stretch out to the ceiling. I'm not going to squeeze a lot of energy back into the body, but I do want to take that reach. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. Letting all of that go, taking a moment to honor your body for doing what you asked it to do today and all the hard work it does to get you from one end of the week to the other. Some weeks that's easy, some weeks not so much. Thank you so much for supporting the fucking yoga company online. My name is Julia. If you have any questions outside of that, oh no, if you have any questions, you can email me. That's a good yoga practice. Although I have to admit my brain was there before we started, I think. Email me, yoga@jclynn.com. The website's www.thefnyogablog.com. The yoga book's coming out. The fucking yoga book, Yoga for the Rest of Us. All of the benefits, none of the bullshit. Let's see what else is happening. Just waiting to hear whether or not we're going to move. That will be, I just can't even. Any tips and advice I will be happy to take. I'm starting to vapor lock. Have a wonderful evening. I hope the rest of the week is without incident. That's about all I can offer you. And I hope that you have a good night of sleep. That's all I've got. Just have another hot flash. Ciao.